for this title. And he's got to go to Middlesbrough and get something. And I'll tell you, honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Yes everyone, what's going on? Stephen Howson, Adam McKola. Welcome to another episode of the Warm Down. I've done these in some strange places, right? I've never done one on a beach before.
On an island?
No, I think this should be a regular thing, man.
It should be.
It should now actually be a regular thing.
But then the beach is by us, who the hell wants to see it?
That's a good point. We're at Rottnest Island. We come to do some touristy shit. Went to come and meet the Quackers, and I met them, and then I wanted to chill. And everyone's trying to make me do shit. All I want to do is sit down and relax. It's been, it's not been a holiday, has it? Like, let's be honest. Like, people are like, oh, enjoy your holiday. Ain't no holiday here, man. We ain't finished before 4 or 5 o'clock, apart from last night. Every night's been a mental one.
Got about 3-4 hours of sleep each night.
Yeah. So today I wanted to do like some professional level chilling. But here we are filming a video again.
And we were hanging outside a bar until it opened earlier.
Yeah.
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm alright with that.
Can you imagine doing that at home, waiting outside Wetherspoons?
That
Please open.
That's you got issues, but here in the sun, by the beach, it's not a bad view, is it, for a warm down? Let's be honest. So obviously we're out here on pre-season tour. It's been mayhem, but we thought we'd have a chill day today and we'd come and do a little bit of touristy shit, a little bit of sightseeing, and then we thought we'd do a warm down while we're here. So, all right.
Yeah. You? It's been a while since I've done one of these.
It has been a while since I've done one of these. Do you know what I think the last one you did was? I think it was called Spanish Exodus, because we thought all the Spanish players were going to go. And do you know what? If you'd asked me a month ago, I'd have said, I think all the Spanish players are going to go. But it looks like Dave's about to sign a new deal. Matt did. It was just Andy that bounced.
And if you asked me then, I would have said Herrera would probably still be the only one here. Like, out of all those three, you'd think Matt probably wouldn't have got a new contract.
Yeah. Dave's definitely going.
And you thought Herrera once told me he'd never leave, so don't trust footballers, eh?
Yeah. Or snakes.
Or snakes.
Yeah.
We ain't seen one of them yet.
No, but oh my God, right? We nearly walked into a spider's web before, and then we found a bush, which might as well have had like it was just covered in spiders webs, wasn't it?
And then we saw a snake with legs over there.
Yeah.
I think a blue-tongued lizard. Is that what she called it?
But honestly, it looked like that dark, deep green of a snake, just with a couple of little legs on it. Evolution at play, that.
As well, because it was just sitting there like that for ages.
Yeah, just chilling. So Dave's staying.
I'm
allegedly 350, 375 a week.
350.
Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit how much you pay.
Look, if you're paying Alexis Sanchez 350 or whatever it is, plus 75k per appearance, David De Gea deserves at least $500,000 a week.
Well, you got to look at what's that investment. It's about 15 mil a season, something like that. Okay, so 15 mil a season, you don't have to pay a transfer fee for him. If you want to bring in any other goalkeeper at the moment, you have to factor in the transfer fee, you have to factor in wages, you have to factor in agents fee, you have to factor in a fudge factor that it might not go right if you bring a new keeper in. So,
and we're already seeing, like, you look at Harry Maguire, we're getting well overcharged on him.
Yeah.
So if
imagine
you go for a goalkeeper,
the desperation you have when you need a top goalkeeper as well.
David De Gea, and then you're going in for another keeper, and they're like, whether it's Donnarumma or I don't know.
You're looking at 100 bill.
Yeah, it's like you got to pay a lot of money, so you may as well pay David De Gea whatever it is, 15 mil a season, and keep him at the club. Yeah. I do feel a little bit sorry for him, but having said that, he's won everything here but the Champions League, which isn't bad. If he can add a league title and a Champions League to it during his next 5 years here or whatever.
It's not a bad career.
Yeah.
It isn't a bad career.
We just kind of get used to people 13 league titles and 8 league titles and 2 European
Like that being
Cups.
normal. Not normal.
It's not normal.
At all. I mean, just roll that round your head a second. 13 league titles. How many people even play 13 years first choice at one club? Or at any club where they can win?
How many players are involved in 13 title races?
Yeah, and winning them. Because he would have been involved in like 20 title races. God damn.
And that's just gigsy. Like, that's why we've been so spoilt, And that's why, like, my expectations gone for this season, which means I'm kind of looking forward to it. And yeah, we just got to enjoy football now because we've been spoilt. We've seen things that people will never see. Of course, we want to see us win the league again, win the Champions League. But even if United never won another trophy and I live to the age of 80, I've seen more than other football fans ever
Like Phil Jones taking corners.
will. Yep. Yeah. Phil Jones. What else? Crazy like that.
Oh.
Andy Gorham on emergency loan. That was a good one.
To be honest, yeah, we have seen some shit. You say your expectations have gone for the season. So
In
what was
comparison to the last 5 years, because look, every single year now we've had, last summer it was we just finished second with Jose. We had this expectation we're going to rebuild and keep going, and we're moving forward towards that. When Jose came in, it was let's go and win the league. He'll win the league in his first season, and we genuinely thought it would be between us and City.
He did put a bit of a challenge together up until about Christmas that year.
And every manager we've had, we've all thought we were building towards success. And now with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, with the way the owners are, with the way the lack of signings are.
Someone's throwing a chip down there. The Seagulls are going mental.
They're going to scrap there.
One's got it. He's off.
He's off.
They're going to murder him.
Bombed in the tree up there. Oh shit. Mental. I wish they could see that. Now let's try and ignore it because. Whoa. We ain't ignoring it. That is for sure. Jeez, I'm glad you got to see it. It's dropped in the water now. It's mental over there.
All right. Anyway.
Absolutely mental over there. Jesus. Come to Rottnest Island, they said. You'll get a picture with a quacker, they said.
So get dive bombed by a troop of seagulls.
Yeah, these are mental seagulls, these are. We've been sat in a restaurant, and they've just been circling, looking to eat. And then some knobhead's gone and chopped them what they wanted.
Enjoyed Australia?
I have, It's a shame we've had to come all the way this way and just see Perth.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have, if United had the second game was in Melbourne or Sydney.
That'd have been cool.
And then you get to see a different part of Australia. It's a shame we've come 18-hour flights and we're going to get to see.
And what's mind-blowing is it's a 7-hour flight to the next gaff, which isn't a small flight. That's
2 flights.
That's a big flight still.
And it only brings us 3 hours closer to home.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating.
This is still the same time zone.
It is still, yeah. Singapore will be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Singapore as well. That's Inter Milan, the friendly we've got over in Singapore. Possibly about to see Big Ron moved on to pastures new.
Do you think they've just said, let's sold off now, we'll have a chat when we're all together?
Yeah, probably.
Would you let Rom go? Because we both...
Yeah,
he was our first choice. We very rarely agree on things wholeheartedly, boom. But he was our first choice.
He was, and I was very excited when he came, and I thought he was very unfairly treated after his first season. But last year he wasn't great. Last year, towards the back end at least, his attitude wasn't great. And when you look at what it looks like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's trying to do, especially with that press, I go, where does Ron fit into this? Because we privileged yesterday to get a glimpse at training, watch some of the drills that they were doing, and he doesn't suit him.
Do you think the fans' attitude towards Rom on social media, about his first touch, about this, about that, has kind of caused his not arsedness about being here?
Not as much as we'd probably like to think it did. I think it probably had more impact on what the manager thought, because if you notice, he wasn't injured specifically when I think he might have been injured at the start of Ollie's reign, but he wasn't injured for as long as it took him to come back in the team. And I almost feel like a lot of our problems, I don't think they're because of Rom, but I think there was things happened at the same time. And Rom came back into the team post PSG. I know he scored against PSG, but he came properly back into the team post PSG. And it almost felt like someone had said, he needs to play because we're going to sell him. Or they'd maybe decided, you're going to be made permanent manager, what do you reckon? And he's gone, all right, maybe we keep hold of him. I don't think he's in my plans. And all right, if we're going to sell him, you're going to have to play him because otherwise we're going to get 10 mil for him. And that's a factor that we don't like to think makes an impact. But I actually think that we give Pogba all those penalties because we thought we was probably going to sell him. And if you're going to sell him, you might as well sell him as a leading goal scorer with how many penalties to boost up his goals.
Because you mentioned Pogba, I was going to ask the same thing, same question about Pogba. If the fans embraced him as a whole a little bit more, do you think he even wants to leave?
I don't know what the crack is.
The fans loved Ronaldo and he still wanted to leave, so I'm not saying it's the fans' fault. But I'm just saying that there's clearly some sort of hatred from some corners or dislike of Lukaku and Pogba at United. and they're kind of. I don't think they're the main problems at the club at all.
No,
And
but
nowhere
the same
near
things
top.
happen with Marcus and Jesse. Like, everyone's getting a pasting. Who's not got a pasting?
Scott McTominay. I don't
Hey.
think he deserves to get one. I'm just saying.
But like,
David De Gea's gotten away with it. David De Gea's gotten away with what
weird
Pogba's
that
been
one.
doing.
Weird. The David De Gea one is weird because I think he shouldn't have got away with it. Like I said at the end of the season, people probably would have been like so combative in how they was fighting for that guy and sticking up for that guy if he'd have signed a new contract back then. And we've not had another summer of is he, isn't he, with him. Because I'm fucking bored of it, mate.
I've not ever felt like he's leaving though.
I
I've
have.
always felt like he'll sign that new deal.
I have. I felt like he wanted to go at all of those occasions. He was gone but for
Yeah.
an email file. It wasn't a fax machine. Can we stop saying fucking fax machine? Password protected email file that we didn't send a password for, which is fucking genius. I'll give
Well
him
done,
that.
Ed. That's the best
abs-
thing you ever did.
Yeah, ever. And it might have been an accident, but it was genius,
What
whatever
do you
it
reckon
was.
the password was?
I bet it was password. I bet it was password. It's probably like whatever a default Adobe Acrobat password is. It's probably password or password 1.
Well, he probably put it in the font in white on the email, so they couldn't read it. He was like, it was there, just couldn't read it.
Just hid it.
It's like when Dwight sends those notes to everyone in the office, and the letter's written in piss. And he's like, you have to heat this note to get the message, and no one understands what he's on about.
Didn't get that reference, but anyway.
He doesn't watch great shows, obviously. Dwight Schrute's a red, do you know that?
Is it?
Well, the real person.
The guy, the axe war that plays him.
It's a red.
All right.
Beats, Battlestar, and Man United,
Beckham.
and Beckham. Beckham's
Yeah,
home.
it's been a weird the way the fan base the fan base has obviously been extremely frustrated with the
Oh, it's just reminded
horrendous.
me, you've just broke my dream.
What?
I had a dream the other night that we met Beckham, we took pictures with him, I took yours, you took mine, you never took it, and me and you got into a full-blown argument. Genuinely, I woke up pissed off like, shit man, where's my picture with Bex and you never took it? But I took yours, I might have deleted it. After just like, fuck you, then yours is gone as well. But yeah, that was a genuine dream. I dream of meeting Beckham at 30 years old, that's worrying man. That is actually worrying, isn't it?
Anyway, I think a lot of the fan base attitude, because everyone's been pissed off, because the last lot of aggro that's come out has come out at the managers. Louis out, Moisey out, Jose out. No one's going to do it with Ollie, or at least he's going to
We're
get.
getting it now.
Yeah,
Howson out.
yeah, I agree.
Out.
I'll be fucking gone. Don't worry about me. I think that when you look at Ollie, it's going to take a lot longer for the fans to turn on him. But I do see it, and I don't know if I see people doing it as a piss take, and I don't know if I see it that's it's 14 and 15-year-old kids that maybe are just a little bit overreactionary. But I do see people like, oh, fucking relegated Cardiff. He had a better record than, was it Malky Mackay that he replaced?
Yeah, I've seen him get criticised for defending the Glazers almost and being a Glazer spokesman because of the fact that he was the first player to join the anti-Glazer movement back in the day.
Yeah.
And then now he's working for them, and I kind of just feel sorry for them. People don't chuck that at Fergie, and Fergie was the reason we ended up with the Glazers.
It's a big part of it.
So, you know.
Very interesting to see how that different timeline might have gone down. Because at the time of the Glazer takeover, there was, I think, 3 groups who owned the club. One was, I think, a media company. One was JP McManus and Magnia. One was the Glazers. They owned about 10-15%.
Because we fought off Murdoch.
Yeah. But I still don't know why. I mean, going back to, if you watch the warm down I did where I got shouted at by Tony O'Neill, like, basically, I don't necessarily know what was so heinous about the B Sky B takeover of United. Was it going to be some sort of monopoly where it might have made United more competitive in the Premier League? Or what a nightmare that is.
Well, when you're a PLC, you have faceless shareholders, don't you?
Yeah.
That's still taking money out
Yeah.
of the club almost. Not at the levels that This isn't in defence of the Glazers, by the way.
And
It's
a,
just-
and a CEO that's appointed, or a president that's appointed on behalf of the shareholders. Because no one owns you.
no one taking
no
money
one
out of
person
the scale
owns
of the
you.
Glazers.
It's the debt and the debt repayments. That's the issue.
But I don't think it is the issue right now.
Of course it's the issue.
Because, no, it's not. The lack of success is the issue right now.
Oh, right.
Because people like myself, yourself, everyone, like most Manchester United fans have always thought the Glazers are a bad thing for the club. But even at times in the past 6, 7, 8 years when I've criticised the Glazers, I've been told, but Adam, we're still winning things, we still spending money.
Yeah,
and now some of those same people have cracked and they're like, Adam, why aren't you hashtagging Glazer out? And it's like...
In the new shirt.
Yeah, but it's just a weird one, isn't it? I think everyone's just frustrated with the lack of success, and they're finding someone or something to blame. Is it Pogba? Is it Oli? Is it Jose?
It feels reactionary and reaching.
And it's a combination of all those things.
Do you know what?
Bad signings.
If that goes away this season, that'd be the best thing.
Bad owners, really bad owners.
If that's what goes away this season, I don't think anyone's going to be buying the club this season. But the best thing that can happen for all of us is we see an identity emerge on the pitch and a vibe. Because even, do you know what? I was jealous a little bit of what Liverpool had recently, because even though they were shit and we was taking the piss out of them, not last season where they finished second and won the Champions League, but the season before when they finished below us and did nothing. They lost Champions League final, you did nothing. But there was a vibe about them that you couldn't deny, really, could you? If we can get that kind of vibe going, I think that would go a long way to sorting out a lot of the negativity.
Are we allowed to sing vibe?
I don't know.
Can you cancel good music?
If you're going to cancel all the music for who was a nonce, then you're going to have no music left, I don't think. Or an alleged nonce.
But like...
I mean, Michael Jackson's gone.
No.
I mean...
No, let's not get into this conversation. I still listen to Michael Jackson and R. Kelly. But, yeah, it's questionable.
A lot of musical nonsense.
Sounds like a game show, doesn't it?
Next up on musical nonsense, he had 4 number ones in 1970. Can you name?
Les Dennis will be presenting that next year. Until he has to read his own name out. He's like, oh shit.
Like.
To a break.
There's a top little game you can play on Twitter. It's called Nonce or Dead.
Yeah, right? We've been playing that for a few years, haven't we?
Yeah, it's a good game. It even had a bit of a theme tune. Might bring it back. Might be a Thursday Club special. Basically, when someone starts trending, especially if it's someone of that, they were famous in the 80s, maybe early 90s kind of vibe.
70s, 60s.
Yeah, Nonce or Dead, because you've got a fucking equal chance of both. It's a good game.
Or both.
No one wins.
Dead nonce?
Yeah, and if you get a dead nonce, you win.
Yeah, then it's great for everyone.
Yeah, anyway. So that's us from the beach. We're going to be doing usual matchday coverage on Full Time Devils and on Stretford Paddock as well, and on my channel as well, and probably some other channels too, I'm sure. Thank you guys for watching. Adam's going to start doing some content, I think, on his own channel at some point fucking soon.
I'm not made for this YouTube life, you know.
But do you want an easy life?
We want an easier life. Nah, I am. I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Alright, cool. So maybe it's worth subscribing to that as well then. Cheers for watching.
You know what happened? I'll be honest with you. If United were winning every week, I'd be making content every week. I'm just a really shit loser. And I don't like talking about United losing. And I don't like, I have to speak about it for like an hour on a fan cams. And then I have to go on about it when I get home and make my own videos. Oh, fuck that. Win some games, United, and bring me back.
So yeah, go and subscribe to him. Get some questions in as well, because we might be able to do a little bit of something after the game tomorrow before he pisses off and leaves me here, because I kind of fucked up with our flights to Singapore, but you know.
Well, you never.
Right, well,
messed up with
listen, we need to wrap it up because that camera's going to die. See you in the next one. Laters.